My name is Eileen Wilson. I'm the Director of Refugee Ministries for Building Hope in this city. I'm also the Director of the Hope Center. One of the ways that God makes all things new is that He restores. What that looks like at the Hope Center is families who thought that their lives were over. They were in refugee camps, sometimes for as long as 29 years, and they thought that their life was done. They wanted to come for their children because they wanted something, a future for their children, but they thought that their life was over. So when we first opened the Hope Center, we didn't know who would come. I was happy that a few people wandered in. People wanted to know what was going on. And as that began to grow, as word began to come out that, hey, there's people here and they're helping and they're staying in a building, that has grown over the last 5 years to about 250 people visiting us per week. We have also been able to launch a huge number of citizens, people who come, they go to our class, and we're able to help them get through the citizenship and go to their oath ceremony. We've also been able to help people with ESL classes, and the classes are for women and for men who want to help their children better, who want to get a better job. Or maybe I want to go to college. Maybe I need to take the GED. So those English classes have helped give them a path that they can be successful in the future, that they can just begin to understand their environment and their culture a little bit better. We also do job placement, and the job placements have gone from being, can I get you some kind of a job? Your English is low, to, hey, you were a professor in your country, you were a microbiologist in your country, you had skills, you were a carpenter. How can we partner and get career mentors who will work with you and actually get you on a path and a future, not something that leaves you at just surviving, but moves you to thriving? We've been able to do all of those things, but I think that the biggest thing we've been able to do is really the immigration services. This is something that is so critical to people in a situation where they're dealing with immigration. Having the right kind of help is needed, and our immigration attorney does such a wonderful job. The jewel in our crown is really the Access Hope initiative. This is something that we started in January that's really just started as an idea that we have had volunteers and we have had staff members serving people. And so what it looks like is one group of people always serving another group of people. And we wanted to be able to say, there is talent, there is greatness in the communities. We wanted to raise that up to find the people who are ready to move forward. And through that Access Hope initiative, we have people working in our cafe, we have working in tutoring assistants, we have some jobs doing maintenance at the Hope Center, and we also have Nick's legal assistant, that's Geeta. Geeta is somebody who came initially as a refugee through Bhutan. She had an partial experience in a refugee camp. She was educated some in India, she was educated some in Bhutan, and so she has this story that just took her place to place. And she ended up in the end in Cleveland, Ohio. So this journey that took her here to meet us has just been this wonderful experience. You would think after 5 years and, it looks like something that has almost grown to where it can be. Like, what else could you possibly add? But wait, there's more. There's always more. We are really looking at investing in the very practical sense in a GED, adult basic education, adult diploma program. So people who come here, if they don't have that opportunity to get their diploma, then they will only ever be at a certain level. So we're really targeting putting that together and seeing how can we make that the next step. Hey, you've gone through your English classes. How can we actually help you to a better job? Okay. Things like our computer lab that we were able to put together and will be opening in the next few months. That computer lab is going to help us to train people from the very lowest level to this is a mouse, this is a computer, this is a keyboard, all the way through people who may want to do programming later. People who may want to have some kind of a skill or a service that we can help add on to what they already know how to do, because in refugee camps they didn't have access, right? So they have to go back and get those skills. I think that's very exciting. And I think one of the most powerful ways that God has restored people at the Hope Center, it has shown them that there is still hope, that you have hope that just because you are made in the image of God, you have value. And because you have value, we will invest in you. Doesn't matter if your society didn't think you had value. It doesn't matter if the world thinks you have value. What matters is what God thinks of you, that you have value, and that being made in His image, how we treat you is going to be respectful.